Bon, quand nous avons apologie pour interruption, ça va déployer ou agir puis machine et bagay technical, c'est bagay ça qu'a fait. Avant nous tenir petite interruption, moi j'ai adressé ça qui fait avant, qui c'est premier ministre qui a adressé nation à sous un jour qu'on aujourd'hui le 23 juin, qu'a observé on la terre qu'on joue service public. Et puis pour ça, il était qu'à parler à sous différentes matières. Parmi eux, les vini pour tout le monde, expressement un service public là, qu'a fait rôle, les vini pour nous qu'a combattre Covid et puis qu'a travailler ensemble pour faire assurer tout bagaille marcher en place. Parmi bagaille il adressé, il prend temps pour dire merci pour ces gens qui travaillent directement, c'est travailleurs essentiels là, et c'est police là, c'est nurse là, c'est docteur, c'est gens propriétaires, il parlait et puis dit en gros merci pour eux tout, expressement pour ces gens aussi qui a assisté yo. Il dit merci. Il y a ces bagages là, il dit as a résultat de Covid, en chaque action, en chaque développement, expressement, les venus pour qu'à travailler à ces affaires internet et en chaque ça nous pour faire, c'est qu'à servir un computer. Là, il parlait de DigiGov, qui c'est un côté qui a eu 150 services. Les venus pour ministère, puis 8 ministries, nous avons ces services ça qu'a trouvé koyo à sous computer. Parmi ces services là, nous avons Baptiste et puis toutes les autres bagages comme ça. Baptiste licence ou passeport. Attention, c'est pour mettre ces bagages ça à sous yon côté moun ça fait application yo et puis joindre à sous internet là. Quoi, il dit ça c'est yon qui est bien important et puis ça c'est un parmi bagages résultat du Covid qui est ni pour fait. Là il aussi parlé à sous décision par les vini pour United Nations 195 en ces pays yo vini et puis yon plan yo vini et puis idée pour qui manière yo ça éprouver éducation parmi bagages santé et puis qui manière il caille un bénéfice pour changer le service public là. En tout premier ministre là pour dire merci et puis dire tout le monde si nous fait ça nous pour faire nous caille bagaille qui marcher primaire expressement en service public là. Quoi ça c'était parmi mot parole premier ministre là quand il a adressé nation les vini pour aujourd'hui le 23 juin qu'a observé qu'on joue service public. Merci tellement Jess.
Thanks for that, Carlton. We continue with the news. This morning, government will soon formally launch Saint Lucia's Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan designed to stimulate overall economic activity on island. The plan is born out of an aggressive and engaging multifaceted stakeholder process encompassing public and private participation, including representation from trade unions. We have a report from Glenn Simon.
For the past 2 months, government officials have been working assiduously on the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan for Saint Lucia, with a focus on stimulating all aspects of the economy. Government employed a 3-phased approach to addressing the COVID-19 situation, which initially included managing the healthcare component. This involved an increase in the number of healthcare personnel and personal protective equipment, establishment of isolation and quarantine centers, not forgetting local testing capacity for COVID-19. Acting Permanent Secretary and Director of Finance Esther Rigobert stated that the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan aims to bring about hope and instill confidence at the household and business level. The second phase of the plan focuses on bringing support to the most vulnerable and persons directly impacted by COVID-19, such as those in tourism, agriculture and tourism sectors.
Many persons were directly impacted. They lost their income, their jobs, and there was a sense of fear and uncertainty looming over Saint Lucia. So the second phase would be to bring immediate support. And some of the measures announced in the Social Stabilization Plan covered areas such as income support, a feeding program, and ensuring persons who are out of work got that support to at least keep going. Under phase 3, the focus was on recovery and resilience. Recovery in terms of allowing persons who have either lost their jobs, source of income, or they need support to restart their business, to get that support either from the government or private sector and financial institutions.
Over 30 agencies, including the Chamber of Commerce, banks and credit unions, were engaged for their feedback, support and contributions in the formation of the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan. Chief Economist in the Department of Finance, Janai Leons, said though the plan takes into account short, medium and long-term initiatives, emphasis will be placed on the immediate to short-term gains over the next 6 months.
Some of the issues in the discussion or the discussions have been how can we reposition the economy, how can we diversify the society and so forth. We also had discussions on food security, agro-processing, and also lending to SMEs. So cognizant of those, the plan is going to have some of those elements in there. So persons would hear or see part of government's plan towards incentivizing the offering of financial support to SMEs and to also repurpose some of our donor funds towards stimulating agro-processing and also stimulating the adoption of digital technologies.
Executive Director for the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Fiona Hinkson, explained that the planning process was heavily stakeholder-driven and inclusive, with line ministries engaging various stakeholders, such as the Chamber of Commerce, manufacturers, and other business associations.
And internally, we met as a government to discuss the various proposals that we got from the various business associations, to discuss them, assess them, to see how government can put together an appropriate response to the needs of the citizenry.
She added that the government also established a multi-sectoral committee comprising over 30 stakeholders from the public and private sectors, including representatives from the employers and trade unions. Guided by a framework, the committee made recommendations to government on actions to help the economy recover within the immediate to short term.
The framework basically speaks to economic recovery and economic resilience pillars, because we felt it was necessary not only to look at recovering the economy, but to also as well building resilience in order to protect us from future events like what we went through. So for the economic recovery, we spoke to the fiscal stimulus that would assist in stimulating the economy. Secondly, the fast-track shovel-ready project that would help to build economic activity, provide jobs for persons who are displaced. And so for the resilience pillars, we have 4 resilience pillars that spoke to strengthening the productive sectors, strengthening social protection system, health outcomes, as well as disaster risk mitigation.
The Permanent Secretary in the Department of Finance says the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan will touch every facet of the economy.
So there's a bit for each sector. There's a little for the household, some for small businesses, some for property owners. So once it's launched, I'm sure you will get all the necessary detail. But it's to bring about and instill hope, confidence that we can come out of this crisis a stronger people, a stronger nation.
For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.
And finally, from us, several entities partner to help bolster St. Lucia's resilience to natural disasters. As you're aware, we're smack dab in the middle of the hurricane season, the Atlantic hurricane season, and this assistance that we're receiving is of much benefit. We have Anicia Antoine with the details.
With the hurricane season forecast to become more severe each year, it is paramount that St. Lucia takes the necessary steps to mitigate and build resilience against natural disasters such as hydrometeorological events, pandemics, and droughts. In that vein, the National Emergency Organization, NEMO, has partnered with the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project to improve water storage capacity. In excess of 300 tanks will be distributed to a number of its affiliated agencies, organizations, and individuals. Doreen Gustav, director of NEMO, stated that the need for more effective water storage is even more crucial during this period.
Most of the water tanks will be installed at buildings such as churches and human resource development centers that are used as shelters. And agencies such as the National Council for Persons with Disability, the Blind Welfare Association, and Council for Older Persons will ensure that the members who are most in need receive these tanks. The need for effective water storage to combat the impacts of drought and other extreme weather events was occasioned by St. Lucia's declaration of a water emergency on May 18, 2020. These newly procured tanks will go a long way in strengthening the resilience of the recipient communities, agencies, and individuals.
The Ministry of Economic Development, Housing, Urban Renewal, Transport and Civil Aviation and NEMO have signed a tripartite agreement to ensure that tanks are used for the purpose intended. Minister for Economic Development, Housing, Urban Renewal, Transport and Civil Aviation, Honorable Guy Joseph, expressed gratitude to the World Bank for its support.
Given the COVID situation, we triggered the emergency part of this fund, and we were able to go into direct contracting. And I have to compliment Bryce and company. Over the years, we've had to order water tanks every time we need them out of St. Lucia, and it is quite bulky, and it drives the cost upward to be able to ship these water tanks from other islands to St. Lucia. And then they have to build them in different sizes so they can fit into one. When I looked at the technology being used by Bryce, it is one single tank. So everything is cast as a whole, so it becomes a stronger, more durable tank that we have.
With the low levels of water available and the vulnerability of Wasco's water system during this period, Minister Honorable Joseph also encouraged rainwater harvesting.
Since the building of the Roseau Dam, almost every catchment area was abandoned. So those who are from the Wavin-Poisson area would know, going to the Mayama area, there was a water catchment area, but that was abandoned. Then we had the gravity flow from the millet intake. That was abandoned. Hill 20. But what has further compounded the situation for us in St. Lucia is that the water levels in these rivers have dropped so considerably that where you used to get 1 million gallons of flow a day, now you're getting under 500,000 flow. So I am saying all of this to highlight the importance of rainwater harvesting and storage of water during the dry season.
The handing over ceremony of the water storage tanks took place on Friday, June 19, 2020 at the Financial Administrative Center. From the Government Information Service, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
That rounds up our programming for this morning's news update. We'd like to thank you so much for watching. Before we leave, some bulletin information. The appropriation bill for 2020-2021, that is the budget address, will be presented by the Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, the Honorable Alan Chasney, and it will be tabled today at 4 p.m. We invite you to tune in live on NTN, channel 122, our YouTube channel and Facebook page for the live broadcast of the budget address to be delivered by the Honorable Prime Minister. Tomorrow, the official funeral service for the late Joyce Auguste will be held at the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception from 2 p.m. and the service will be simulcast at the following churches: Sacred Heart RC Church, Marsha, Our Lady of Fatima, Leclerc, St. Joseph the Worker Grosselet Church, the Church of the Purification of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Labrie, and that will be held simulcast to accommodate the established protocols that have been laid out under the COVID-19 response. And again, just letting you know some of the highlights of this morning's program. We had the address being delivered by the Honorable Prime Minister Alan Chasney in observance of World Public Service Day, thanking all of our frontline workers for their extraordinary efforts this past few months in response to COVID-19. The frontliners working, sacrificing so much, exposing themselves potentially to COVID-19, thanking them for their work. And of course, this is on a larger scale, the United Nations pursuit, thanking individuals who've been on the front lines of the COVID-19 fight so far. That is the updates from me. That's the updates from me, Carlton.
Merci tellement, Jesse. Quand nous venons dans un bout programme, on peut bien savoir l'année pour faire et puis COVID parmi ça qui jouait, c'est un morceau qui a monté plan Saint Lucia pour recouvrir en bas COVID là. Quoi là nous dans meeting qui prend place là Saint Financial là côté à peu près 30 agences viennent ensemble ni secteur privé et puis public. Ce secteur ça et puis yo vini et puis yon plan et puis plan ça c'est plan un gouvernement pour qui manière nous kay trouver qu'on nous ka recouvert et puis un plan résilience en premier pas plan ouais côté les vini pour secteur santé et trouver capacité pour lui-même secteur ça manager et ça nous ka expériencer à présent parmi bagaille faire assurer l'ANAC équipement ça c'est PPE c'est équipement protectif là et puis mener plus monde en tout pour assister les venir pour quarantine et puis faciliter isolation et puis développement les venir pour tester capacité à les venir pour Covid en deuxième phase plan et qu'a mettre attention à ce monde qui plie et vulnérable et support by ces monde ça expressement pour ces gens qui trouvent qu'ils sont affectés directement en bas Covid. Nous avons parlé de ces gens qui travaillent en secteur tourisme et puis agricole et puis expressement transportation. Là, il vient pour un monde qui a parlé à ce sujet. Nous avons permanent secrétaire directeur finance. Ça, c'est Esther Rigobat qui a dit. Là, il vient pour plan résilience, plan qui paye ani, plan qui amène la foi et puis confiance. Les vini pour caillou et puis pour business en chay mouni de trouver ko yo affecté directement yo perd travail yo perd manière yo te ka faire anti dessouper quoi pour ça ou kay savant chay moun te ka demander question qui ça qui kay fait quoi deuxième phase plan ça pour mener moun vie à sous pied yo ka support kabay moun support yo besoin pour stabiliser économie en plan côté nous kay moun ka hen support et puis moun ka hen anti assistance par manger ben faire assurer yo travail pour sauver support ça et puis en bas dernière phase là nous ka plan kay résilience là les vini pour ka bay moun qui ja perd travail yo en manière pour joindre l'argent ça en manière pour supporter quoi et puis vivre commencer business yo et puis qui un support secteur financier privé et ben secteur public qui c'est gouvernement parmi l'autre bagaille nous qui est parlé là venu pour ça c'est chef économiste en département finance monsieur Léonce qui a dit et plan ça qui prend en considération qui ça nous va faire à présent pour qui ça nous va faire pour demain puis après quoi en tout il c'est plan qui a mouché qui manière nous kay vier à sous-pied. Nous toujours encourager pour venir visiter page Facebook gouvernement pour plus information tous ces détails là et puis qu'a bien bon pour vous même informer quoi. Et dernièrement quand nous fait mais au kay savent là nous en présentation car les hod nimo là vini pour projet résilience nous puis ça ni pour fait et puis kawem et puis mauvais temps et y en a ces bagages là qui fait dans ces donation nous ka ko yo bay secteur qui brisé place qu'on yo mouché ces gens avec là parmi l'autre côté yo ka bay yo tant glo et ko kay sa raison pour ça dans tant kawem nan qui problème nous né et ça qui te ka fait en dame nan nous tan ministre Gay qui a dit merci et pour banque la terre côté yo ja facilité plan ça ba plan résilience et puis c'est yon dit qui kay aller loin parmi ba il mentionnait Bryson Company qui c'est yon compagnie qui a fait cette tank là ici il a dit ça c'est un bon bagay parce que il était qu'à mener prétend plus haut les nous teni pour mener en tuer et puis il a dit à présent il vient visiter les ni pour faire parmi l'autre bagay côté yo ka ba réglo et pas réglo et puis ouais qui manière bagay ça improuvé quoi ça c'est côté nous venons bout li jodi avec nous faut changer encore les vini pour lettement manger Joyce Auguste ça capon coup demain avec nous cadeau konlani protocole national en chaimoun pas ça de comme la coutume mais yo kan encourage les ni pour faire beaucoup qui voulait attendre changer yo kay mouche là l'église catholique marchand yo kay mouche là l'église catholique yo kay ni service là en ville la clérie l'église catholique là gozile et puis labori et puis pour vous qui passe à faire pièce c'est côté ça pour changer encore ou savez à sous NTN et ben à sous page Facebook gouvernement Saint Lucia. Merci tellement ni en bonne journée ça c'est côté nous garder et Dédé merci encore.
Thank you very much. Again, today is World Public Service Day. If you know someone who works in the public service, even more so if you know somebody who is a frontline worker, these individuals being highlighted this year, we do hope that you bid them a happy World Service Day and show them your appreciation, express your appreciation and thanks to them for the extraordinary work they have done, particularly in light of the COVID-19 situation. We just want to let you know that the Saharan air layer, the Saharan dust that is causing low visibility, poor air quality, it continues to affect us in our neck of the woods in this part of the world. And so we do hope that as you're going out, you carry a mask with you. If you especially prone to a respiratory illness, you take every precaution to protect yourself from that as well. An advisory is out from the Met Office for small craft operators as well as sea bathers due to the brisk winds that is due to the coming on of the Saharan air, the dust that has come upon us. Also, keep in mind the appropriation bill will be tabled later on today. That is the budget address by the Honorable Prime Minister Alan Shasney at 4 p.m. So tune in live on NTN for this important address from the House of Parliament at 4 p.m. Channel 122 on NTN, our Facebook page, as well as our YouTube channel. And of course, the reminder, as we've been stating over and over again today, the funeral service, the homegoing service, the official funeral service for the late Joyce Auguste, being hosted by the government of Saint Lucia, will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. At the Minor Basilica of the Immaculate Conception in the capital. So tune in for that as well. It's all the time we have for now. We thank you so much for watching. We do encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, so that you will always know when we post new content up that is important, pertinent national issues, matters of national interest at this time. We have so many things going on country-wise, internationally, and it is important that you keep abreast of what's happening in St. Lucia, our response to these matters, both locally and internationally. Again, thank you so much for watching. It's all the time we have for now. On behalf of myself, Jessie Leonce, Carlton Cyril, the production team, do enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye. Cheers.